Alrighty. Team building, starting with the GM and head coach. Here are your options. So, Giants general manager Joe Shane with Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. You have Eagles GM Howie Roseman with former Titans head coach Brian Callahan. We have Raiders GM John Spytek with head coach from the Chiefs Andy Reid. And then we have Seahawks general manager John Schneider with current Steelers head coach Mike McCarthy.
Okay.
Someone good is with somebody not so great.
This was harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, a lot harder.
But I kind of started zoning out when I heard the name Andy Reid. I mean, I know the Raiders. I know Spytek's job with the Raiders has not been very good. But Andy Reid can take even a mediocre team and coach them to borderline playoff level.
Mm-hmm.
So give me that combination of John Spytek and Andy Reid.
I mean, you can't exactly judge Spytek yet because he's only been there for one season. But they obviously have the number one pick this year, and there's a reason for it. So I figured he'd be a decent one to put on this list.
Who is the GM siding along with Mike McCarthy?
John Schneider.
I'm still gonna go with that.
You're gonna go John Schneider, Mike McCarthy?
Yeah, I like Mike McCarthy. What about you?
I think I would go Mike McDonald and Joe Shane because this past year Joe Shane didn't do too bad in the draft, and obviously Mike McDonald, if he gets the players that he wants, he can. We saw what he did this year.
Mm-hmm.
Only went out and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, you guys are welcome for the for your safety. By the way, the only reason Nwosu is not in a Chargers uniform is because Derwin James exists.
Too much money. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to a brand new podcast. We like to call ourselves the Backseat Coaches. Just here to talk football. Unfortunately, we're starting during the off season, but we have free agency coming up, the draft the month after that, and then we hit a dead period. So we have a little bit to talk about for the next couple months, and then we'll be stuck. But we're going to make this work.
Hopefully, some form of entertainment during the drought, I guess. It's not all horrible. Most of it's horrible. No football's bad, but
the UFL exists.
But is it watchable?
No, it doesn't.
Depends on the year.
That's true.
I
mean, AJ McCarron's not with the St. Louis Battlehawks anymore, so.
Where'd he go?
I don't think he's on a team right now. Let me take a quick look at that. AJ McCarron. I did not spell his name right. He is with the. Oh, he is the head coach now of the Birmingham Stallions.
What?
He is not playing in the UFL anymore.
Oh, you're kidding.
He is a head coach.
Dang it.
I'm just sad. The only thing I know about the UFL, and I do need to do more research on it, is that my boy Donald De La Haye is medically retired because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun while it lasted. I mean, he technically got his dream, but yeah.
He did play pro football.
Mm-hmm.
He did play pro football.
Not exactly the way he dreamed of it, but he got it.
Yep.
Well, I say we start this off with the biggest surprise of the entire season. The Chiefs suck.
Okay.
And they had such a long shot to make the playoffs even before Mahomes went down. Like they were bad.
They really struggled this year.
And
They got smoked.
I have a slight theory as to why they struggled so much. And you guys might laugh at me for this. But they didn't have Marquez Valdez Scantling. His hands weren't the greatest, but he was a tall guy who could truly go for the jump ball. They didn't have that threat this year because Kelsey, he's 6'5". He's slow and old. You can't trust
That's
that to
fair.
go down the field. You have Rashee Rice, who got hurt this year, Xavier Worthy, who is 5'11", and Hollywood Brown, who is 5'9".
If I'm not wrong, I think both Rice and Worthy ended up getting suspended anyways. I know Rice did for sure.
It was either way. It was right. Rice went down last year, not this year. That's right. And then behind them, you have an aging and not so good anymore Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyquan Thornton, and then at tight end you have Noah Gray and Robert Tonyan. It's not good anymore. You don't have a good deep threat that can actually make a threat outside of.
Well,
and I do have high hopes for my man from USU, Jalen Royals, if he's healthy this year.
He had 2 receptions for 4 yards this past season.
He wasn't healthy for most of it, though.
Understandable.
But even when he was playing, he was probably mostly on special teams.
I mean, the defense they had was still fine. What's the most points they gave up in a game this year? They gave up 30. They gave up 31 points twice to Dallas and Jacksonville. But
it could be worse.
They were 5-4 heading into the bye week, and their only other win was an overtime win against a petering out Colts offense. And I think that's the same game that Daniel Jones got hurt.
I thought he got hurt a lot earlier. I don't know. When did he get hurt?
He got hurt. Well, I know the issues started for the Colts truly when they played the Chiefs and lost, even though I was really hoping they'd win that. But you were 6 wins and the number after 6 losses going into that game against the Chargers before he got hurt. And if anybody thought
I see what you did there.
If the Chiefs were gonna make the playoffs, if you thought that, you were delusional. There's no shot with how good the rest of the AFC was.
No, the AFC was a juggernaut this year.
And what would they have done if they even made it to the Super Bowl? The NFC was way better.
The NFC was even scarier.
Colin Cowherd was saying this from the beginning of the season. Nobody in the AFC had a shot. It didn't matter who in the NFC made it.
No, absolutely not.
No question who was going, what side was going to win it this year.
And I told people constantly after the NFC Championship, the Seahawks won the real Super Bowl against the Rams. The Patriots were a much more beatable team than anyone that we faced in the NFC regular season or playoffs.
And neither the Patriots or the Seahawks were supposed to make it to the Super Bowl this year. That was not something I expected. I thought we were going to have a wild card spot, win that game, and then lose in the divisional round. I did not see us taking the 1 seed. I did not see us winning a playoff game against both San Francisco and the Rams, and then having absolutely...
And then hoisting a Lombardi. And then the best part was hoisting a Lombardi in our rival's stadium.
That was beautiful. And we have a chance to do it back-to-back years with SoFi being the host of this year's.
That would be so awesome.
Unfortunately, everybody who has superstitions thinks that Miami and Chicago are going to the bowl because of the logo colors.
Chicago has a chance. They had a really good team this year.
So Miami's in shambles, though.
Miami's, yeah, in shambles, messed up.
Mm.
But heading back towards the surprising season for the Chiefs. So you lost your tall receiver. Mahomes got hurt. You had a long shot before that. Now that the season's over, you have an aging roster, and they have the biggest cap deficit. They are projected, according to Over the Cap, at negative 50, just under $55 million over the cap, which is the worst in the league.
The
Yeah, that's
Chiefs
pretty
are?
bad.
The Chiefs. You can't exactly build on that without getting rid of a bunch of pieces. Meaning you're going to go
Probably
into some.
time for a rebuild.
You're going to be going into some pretty mediocre years.
Mm.
And Mahomes is taking up a pretty decent chunk of the cap hit, regardless of when he signed that half a billion dollar contract.
Yeah. And Patrick Mahomes, I have a theory. I feel like he's going to turn into another RG3, just a more successful one. He's going to have to learn how to be a pocket passer and not scramble around because I know that an ACL injury is it's nothing to play around with. Uh, RG3's downfall was he couldn't learn to not be mobile. And Mahomes is going to have to figure out how to because if I'm not wrong, he had a knee injury to that same knee in college. I could be completely wrong. But regardless, an ACL injury is nothing to take lightly.
How many games do you guys think Mahomes was the leading rusher for the Chiefs this season? This is going to show how bad their run game is.
I'm going to guess 5.
Um, 7. We'll go with 7.
It was 4, and they
Oh,
lost every one of those games.
Who was even their starting running back for
They
most of the year?
were
Was it Pacheco?
their leading rusher this season was Kareem Hunt with 611 yards.
That's
Then
a relic from the 2010s.
then Pacheco at 462, and then Mahomes was 40 yards short of him on significantly less carries, almost half.
Yeah, pretty abysmal if you have to dig up Kareem Hunt from the back end of the 2010s
yeah.
to be
Kareem
your
is
lead rusher in 2026.
Kareem Hunt is fine as a goal line back, but as top dog, no, not anymore.
No.
There was a time in Cleveland,
It
but
was all
not
before
anymore.
the suspension after he got cut from the Chiefs, and then he had that one good year when Nick Chubb went down in 2020, and after that, just nothing.
Yeah.
How old is he? Is he 30? Yeah, he's 30 now, so he's really gonna be on the down end of his career. The Chiefs are not in a great spot, and I can't see them making an impact on the playoff picture for at least the next 2 years.
As a Chargers fan, let me tell you, I'm kicking my feet like a little girl. I'm so happy. I'm so happy because that means we have a chance.
You just gotta hope, because you guys lost your defensive coordinator.
Yeah, Jesse Minter's is a Raven now.
Went to go be the head coach of Baltimore after
Mm.
John Harbaugh got fired, which wasn't a huge surprise. I'm more surprised it took as long as it did for him to find a job.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a next day type ordeal. It took a couple weeks.
But I expected him to be the first one off the board, and as soon as he was gone, then it was going to be Kevin Stefanski. Because
Mhm.
it's not his fault in Cleveland.
Nope,
It is
not even close.
No.
absolutely. You are 2-time coach of the year. You're telling me he's the problem? No, it's the owner. Because I don't even blame the GM either.
It makes me really excited for Atlanta football, though.
Mm-hmm. If you re-sign Kyle Pitts, you're definitely going to get some use out of him. Bijan's going to get good
Oh,
use.
yeah.
Drake's going to get good use. Darnell Mooney.
Mhm.
Hopefully he can unlock Michael Penix or whatever other quarterback he wants to bring in, because I don't think Kirk Cousins is coming back. I think they said he was going to
No,
be
I don't
cut.
think so.
And don't forget Tyler Algier as a secondary running back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Alzier's crazy. He did numbers for my fantasy this year.
Most other teams, he would be a starter.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like there, I wouldn't question it. He could be a starter on so many different teams, and I think it was kind of ridiculous that they drafted Bijan. But at the same time, you have a generational running back like that, you gotta take him if he's sitting there.
Have
Mhm.
to.
All right. Well, now on to some bittersweet news for two of us. As you can see, Hawks gear on. Super Bowl champions this season. A spot we truly did not expect to be in this year. They're not on my bingo card at all. And if any of you were with me and Aaron when we started the Seacast podcast, which this is now just a redone version of that with now one extra member, we both thought Seattle had the potential to be 1 or 2 in the division with either us or the Rams. We were correct on that. What we didn't see coming was how the playoffs were going to roll out, because we didn't see ourselves as the 1 seed either.
Nope.
We
Was
figured
totally shocked when we won one seed.
when we figured we were going to win the division, it was, I think, as the 3 seed at best. But the 1 seed, and we lost that game to the Rams where Darnold threw the 4 picks. And after that loss, I was like, okay, everybody has a bad game. You can't judge somebody off of one single game. It happens. Jalen Hurts had a 4-interception game this season too, and no one really gave him crap for it.
He had a
It was against the Chargers.
interception and a fumble in the same possession.
That was hilarious. I saw that highlight. That was funny.
That was, yeah.
But I looked at the schedule after we lost that game to the Rams, and I thought to myself, there's no way we lose another game. Because we should not have lost to the 49ers in week 1. That should not have happened.
Nope.
We shouldn't have lost to the Rams. I mean, we almost won that game with the 4 interceptions.
It was a 2-point game.
That was insane. And then if Darnold doesn't throw that interception that bounces off of somebody's helmet against the Bucs, we probably have an undefeated season. Like, there's legit talk that I believe we could go undefeated this upcoming season if we bring back all the right pieces of that defense and the offense doesn't change that much after we just lost Kubiak.
Who do you guys have for contract years this year?
So
whose contract is up?
Okay, so defensively, Seattle will be in the market for like consistent starters and rotational guys. Boye Mafe, Josh Jobe, Kobe Bryant, Ty Okada, Tariq Woolen, and Drake Thomas. You have
Definitely.
You have 3 starters and 3 rotational players in all of that. You take your pick on Woolen or Jobe to be your starting corner because they kept going back and forth the entire year. Mafe is a rotational guy, which is fine. He's good as a rotational player. I wish he made more of an impact this season. Ty Okada, great fill-in. Oh my God, I was not prepared for him to be as good as he was. And I'm kind of myself. I'm kind of sad that Tyrese Knight lost his job to Drake Thomas, but thank God Drake Thomas is as good as he is.
Oh my gosh. He had such a stellar run this year.
That was incredible what he did. And then offensively, the only big one that we really had, at least before the Rashid Shaheed trade, was Charles Cross, but he got extended for another 4 years. So there's no worry about the offensive line outside of Anthony Bradford. And
what a wild ride.
Anthony Bradford isn't terrible, but he's not exactly starting caliber. He's good as a fill-in or like a bridge, but he's not franchise starter.
No, definitely not.
If we kept him on like a really small 2-year deal and brought somebody else in to compete with him, I wouldn't be mad at that.
That'd be fine. Or you just have him as the first alternate on, pretty much every position. Mm-hmm. Bring in some guy in free agency because we have a ton of cap space this year. Yeah, bring in some bigger name guy on free agency and just slate Bradford right behind him.
Yeah, we are projected to have the sixth most cap space at $64 million.
It only goes up from here.
Sixth most cap space, and we're the Super Bowl champions. We have the cheapest team in the league right now. Are you kidding? I knew that Sam Darnold signing was going to work out, even after how the contract was laid out of we have an out after this season. I knew it was going to work. I did not question it one bit. I did a little happy dance at work when I saw that news go through.
That what?
That Sam Darnold signed with Seattle after we had traded Geno. Because I was a little confused why we traded Geno at the time, and then I was reading an article that said the likelihood is that we know we're going to get Sam Darnold. And I wanted him long ago when the rumors of trading Russell Wilson started. I wanted him on the team. I knew he would do good, whether it was Pete Carroll or now Mike McDonald, not knowing what he was going to do.
Well, look at the way he played in the Super Bowl. Look at the way Sam Darnold played. He didn't have to be, Superman out there. He just made the throws into the windows he needed to get them into. He avoided the rush super well. And that Patriots defense is mean. But he was able to evade the rush, move up in the pocket, move outside the pocket, keep the play alive through the entire game, and then he got that one shot over to Barner.
And Kenneth Walker.
I think, was it the fourth quarter?
That touchdown to Barner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early fourth quarter? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like the third or fourth play of the fourth quarter. And I saw one guy explain it. The formation that they ran, they did it a couple times earlier in the game, but every other time it was a run. And Saubert was the tight end in motion every single time. Then they switched him. Barner went in motion, and being a defender, not knowing exactly what could happen, you see the same formation, the same sequence, and you think, okay, I know what's coming. This is a run. Hits the play action, and all three linebackers bit. And that's what left Barner wide open. Gibbons saw that Darnold held onto the ball, and he got hit with an oh no and turned around, but he was too far gone. It was too late.
Genius play calling by Kubiak.
It's a shame that he is gone now. The defense.
What a year.
But that was Sam Darnold's, I think, crowning achievement. He put on a clinic in the NFC Championship, by the way. Played a nearly perfect game. But this Super Bowl just showed how efficient he was against a really good, top 10, top 5 even defense.
Mm-hmm. So the game against the Rams, he went 25 of 36 for 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, while taking 3 sacks. No interceptions. Almost 10 yards per completion.
Yeah, pretty dang nice.
Hmm.
I'm amazed with this defense that we have. I don't mind the nickname the Dark Side, but with the depth pieces, I don't know if you remember me telling you this, Aaron, but I thought the nickname of the defense should have been the Deep Blue Sea.
I would have loved that.
That
Ooh,
would
that's a good name.
You've got so many depth pieces that are making all these big plays, and you're in Seattle, your colors blue. You're telling me that wouldn't be a dope nickname?
Hey,
Do you
how
guys
about
like
freaking
Jackson?
Riley Mills coming out of nowhere and sacking not
Oh,
only the quarterback but also the guard he was fighting?
that was awesome. His
And
first
then he got
career
another like
sack.
hurrier hit.
Derek
You
Hall.
Absolutely
guys,
insane.
Derek Hall was a menace after being very underwhelming the entire season. Byron Murphy is paying dividends being that first round pick. DeMarcus Lawrence, you are no longer in Dallas, buddy. You called your shot. Micah gave you a bunch of trash for it. You proved him wrong.
And Micah
at the end of
left
the
too.
day, who got hurt?
Yeah?
Do you guys like Jackson Smith and Jigba's new nickname?
No.
How do you guys feel about it? The Emerald City
It's too
Route
long.
Artist.
It's ridiculous.
It's accurate, but it's too long.
Just stay with JSN. That's all we need. We don't need a ridiculous nickname. I really don't like it.
It's just too long.
No, this defense has because so many pieces are sticking, it has the true potential to be another Legion of Boom type of defense where you are this good for years on end. Because a lot of
And
the
it's a young team too.
because a lot of the defenses that have been so touted in the past, they've only been around for 1 year. Like the
Yeah.
Eagles defense, they didn't get that hot this year. They were still good, but they didn't get hot. The no fly zone of Denver in 2015, they were only 1 year.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay's defense that absolutely rocked a prime MVP ridden Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes in the same year. That only happened for 1 year, and then they kind of started to peter out. But the Legion of Boom was the last defense that really stuck out for multiple years on end. And this defense has the true potential to do that with Mike McDonald continuing to call the plays, running his scheme.
I think it's worked very well. And we tied the Super Bowl record for sacks on the opposing quarterback. There was almost an eighth one.
Uh, no, we only had 6. The 7th was the one that broke it, but then they changed it to that interception that Nwosu had.
Oh, I thought it was 7, and then the eighth one was Nwosu's interception.
No, it was. I remember that graphic, and then I got a little pissed when I went back and looked, and it said there was 6. 7 was the record, and then they changed it. I guess someone looked at it and thought Drake May held onto the ball long enough to make it considered a throw. And then I saw a clip on Facebook somewhere where someone posted that, and someone in the comments was like, okay, so this is kind of like the Tuck rule. But regardless of if it's an interception or a fumble, the ball didn't hit the ground. So it doesn't matter what happened.
Yeah. And what matters more is that we absolutely demolished the Patriots.
The score does not tell the whole story. It was a much more far apart game than what the final score indicates.
100%.
Seattle is in a really, really good place right now.
We are.
All right. So, I assume that both of you saw that Tyreek Hill was cut today.
I did see that. I did
I
see
did see
that.
that briefly.
So
Hmm.
they made the Dolphins made 4 cuts today. They released Tyreek Hill, Bradley Chubb, offensive lineman James Daniels, and wide receiver Nick Westbrook Akine, saving I think around $35 million in cap space in total. I know they're taking a pretty big cap hit for Tyreek. It's 30 million that they saved in money. They're cleaning house.
Yeah, they're gearing up for another rebuild.
It it's entirely necessary for the Dolphins to go through a rebuild. They need to figure out how to
Hmm.
get rid of Tua, whether it's they just have to cut him or they do find a trade partner. You have to get him out of there. It's not working.
He's become a liability. I really liked him going into the NFL. I watched him in college. Was a huge fan of him in college, but it just hasn't panned out.
And college
Not
is
since the Chiefs.
mm-mm. No, the college is such a different speed, and I feel like Tua just never
Yeah.
truly caught up to it. Obviously, drafting Jalen Waddle and bringing in Tyreek Hill made a huge development for a couple of years in his progression, but now it feels like
Hmm.
he's kind of gone backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, you went from 2 years ago leading the league in yards to not even being able to complete a season. You've only played 17 games one time. The only other season you were actually healthy was your rookie season when you were splitting time with Ryan Fitzpatrick because you were so unreliable.
It's just not his game anymore.
Mm-mm. He needs to do something like what Sam Darnold did or what Geno Smith did. Go sit behind a veteran, someone who's been in the league for a while. Learn for 1 or 2 years, and then maybe you get another shot.
But even then, just with the health concerns, he's had so many concussions. I think it's just time he hang him up.
Mm-hmm. It's
He's had four. I think the human body can only have well, preferably not four. Um, I think for health reasons, it's just not safe for him to be in the league
mm-hmm.
anymore. If he wants to be able to, function in his 40s, I don't think it's gonna
maybe
involve a sacrifice.
maybe go into coaching. Go be a graduate assistant at Alabama and start there. Work your way up the ranks.
Yeah.
I think the biggest issue that the Dolphins have, at least offensively, is not the quarterback. I think it's they don't have a good power back to complement HN. HN's 5'9", 191 pounds. You can't expect that to be a goal line back when he is very clearly a receiving back.
Yeah,
100%.
no.
You, I, you, I can't trust that. Not at the goal line. Maybe you have Ollie Gordon, who was an absolute god at Oklahoma State until they really took a downhill spiral red in his last year. So maybe he can emerge and be a good power back, but you need to get a good complement to HN. You can't just have
He
him be the bell cow. Yeah,
I mean, Ollie Gordon showed some good flashes this year.
he did.
When he was given the ball, he looks comfortable. His play style reminds me a lot of Le'Veon Bell, and I guess now Kenneth Walker. Just patience, but a little bit more patience, and Gordon could go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
He's streaky. He'll be patient, and then next play just storm up the hole and get like 2 yards and hammered. I like Gordon. I want to see him do well. I don't think him or HN will do well in if they waste their years waiting for Miami to rebuild, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other thing the Dolphins could do, and I don't want them to do this, obviously, because I'm a Seahawks fan, is you brought up Kenneth Walker, who is a pending free agent. They could. I'm not saying they should because I don't want them to, but they could make a move for Kenneth Walker, who, like you said, is that shifty guy who can also be powerful and has played in a committee before.
Another one to keep an eye out on is David Montgomery.
Oh, right.
He wasn't
He's not
given.
gonna stay.
He was not given a lot of snaps.
Is he a free agent?
Very
this year?
true.
Hold on. David Montgomery. He is not a free agent this season, but he could ask for a release, but I know he's happy in Detroit, and I don't know if he necessarily wants to break up Sonic and Knuckles yet.
I've never heard them called that before, but that's so accurate.
Right?
I've heard it a couple times, and they even made a commercial with it when the third Sonic movie came out. But I don't think they want to break him up yet. It's just if Dan Campbell's going to continue to call the plays, he needs to get David more involved in the offense.
Yeah.
Not to stir the pot over in Detroit or anything, but in December, I remember seeing this post actually. I think it's on his profile, but someone commented like, "You need to leave Detroit. They're not giving you enough touches," and he liked the comment. So I'm just saying. I'm not speculating. It's there. But yeah.
If somebody aside from Seattle is going to go win the bowl next year, I'm going to hope and pray that it's Detroit. I want to see them win a Super Bowl.
They almost made it a couple years ago. They were so close. Instead, we had to watch the stupid 49ers play and lose again. For the third time since 2000.
Oh, I saw something in relation to us and the Eagles winning it last year. Oh, I gotta think. Okay, so we were in a Super Bowl against the Patriots and we lost. Crap, what was the thing? Anyway, it went down this whole list, and at the very bottom, it was mentioning the Niners and the Cowboys both being teams that complained about us being annoying and that it's just one Super Bowl, even though they haven't won a single one in 30 years.
Yeah, that's always my argument with 49ers fans is they bring up, they'll bring up something about the Patriots game or about how they beat us in this one game. I'm like, well, we've been to 4 Super Bowls since the year 2000. We've won 2 of them. And in that same time, you guys have been to 3 and lost all of them.
I don't like talking about the Super Bowl. We have one appearance, okay? We have an appearance, but we lost to the 49ers. Yeah. We got dog walked. 49ers.
That was bad.
Mm-hmm.
That was prime Steve Young.
No, I think that was still Joe Montana.
No, Steve Young was 97. I want to say.
What year was that Super Bowl?
93 or 94, I think.
It was 95. Super Bowl XXIX.
Here we go.
I didn't pay enough attention in math to tell you what that means.
Steve Young was named the MVP after throwing a record 6 touchdown passes.
Oh, that feels great.
And that game took place on what date?
January 29th, 1995. So the 1994
season. So the end of the
season.
94 season.
Yeah, I guess you were right, Aaron. My bad.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
People switch it up all the time. They either say the year the game was played or the year that the season was a part of. It's
Mm.
it bothers me when people do the year that the game was played because I don't think of it that way.
Yeah, it's the end of the previous year's season.
It's not like basketball or hockey where you start like halfway through the year and end in the other half of it. The only thing that happens after the new year is 1 week. I guess maybe it's 2 now with the 17th game. And then just the playoffs. That only
Yeah,
go for
exactly.
like 4 weeks. What? Now,
But the other 16, 17 weeks are in the main year.
the best part of the year.
Simpler times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
One
Should we
free
do some
agent
career guessing, gentlemen?
Yeah, I say we move on to some
I
career
think
guessing.
so.
Who would like to start?
I'll start with mine.
Okay.
My first player is a guy that's on offense.
Okay.
Played in. Well, I'll let you guys guess his era a little later on. But he was a Cowboy, a Bill, a Buck, and maybe a Giant.
Cowboy,
What do you mean maybe a
Bill,
Giant?
Buck, and maybe Giant.
He was like a practice squad, or he just signed maybe for the preseason.
Okay.
Okay.
You said, what did he start out as? A Giant?
Cowboy.
He started out as a
A
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Cowboy, then went to the Bills. Can I get a position?
Wide receiver.
Oh, it's Cole Beasley.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd forgotten that he was on the Bucks.
That's forgettable. He spent a lot of years in Dallas, and then he had some memorable ones in Josh Allen's development years in Buffalo, and then after that, it's just an afterthought.
Yeah, he just fell off after that. That was my first guy.
I didn't think the wide receiver was going to click in my head that quick.
Then should I do my other player, or do we want to circle around?
Let's circle around. John, you want to go, or do you want me to go?
You go ahead and go.
Okay. My first player is a defensive player. He went undrafted in 2013 to the Arizona Cardinals. Spent 4 years there and then went to Baltimore. Followed by a year split between San Francisco and then going back to Baltimore. Went to the Giants for 1 year. Then took a year off and came to the Chargers this past season, or last year, and was there these last 2. And when I picked this, I did not register that he was a Charger, knowing that we have John. The math didn't.
And you said he was drafted to he's a defender, drafted to the Cardinals in 2013?
Undrafted.
Undrafted, okay.
Which I did not know that before I just read it.
Can I get a position group?
Defensive
Front 7
back.
or secondary? Defensive back, okay. Drafted in 2013, or undrafted in 2013.
His college was Oklahoma.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is it Nasir Adderley?
No, he came from Delaware.
No?
And Nasir Adderley retired after his rookie contract was up.
He's back. That's what got me, is he's back.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Is this like Marlon Humphrey?
Is he on the Chargers right now?
He is actively on the Chargers.
A
No, it's not
defensive
Marlon
back.
Humphrey, but he did play with Marlon Humphrey.
Trying to think about that Baltimore secondary. It's not Marcus Peters.
You got to think about
Tony-
that. You got to specifically think about that 2019 secondary.
Tony Jefferson.
There you go.
Okay.
Nice.
I was like, I know I'm not crazy. No, I'm not crazy. All right. Ready for mine?
Let's hear it.
Ready.
This man was drafted out of Miami in 2017. Yes. Played 3 seasons. One with the 2 with the Panthers and 1 with the, I don't know if they were rebranded yet, the Commanders in 2021. I'm pretty sure they were rebranded by then.
They were still the Washington football team that year.
Was that the year they were the okay. He was an offensive back out of Miami. Took a gap year in 2019.
What was the position again?
Defensive back
Defensive back.
or
This is
a corner.
JC. No, it's
specific.
not JC Horn.
What was the first team again?
He was drafted to the Panthers in 2018.
Defensive.
I would give you the round, but that would give it away.
Yeah.
I know you.
Dante Jackson?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Is this guy still active today, or did he retire after his time with the Washington?
He retired.
Defensive back. Who did the Panthers have in 2017 that I'm not thinking of? Because the only safety I can think of that comes to mind from the Panthers is Eric Reed.
I'm so sorry, guys. He was a Panther, a Giant, a Panther again, a Lion, a Panther, and then was on the Washington football team.
That makes it harder.
That's
Yeah.
a path. Okay. Drafted in 2017. Boy.
One of the oddest names I've ever seen.
Give me a college.
He went to Miami.
Miami.
Oh, right. You said that.
Trying to think of weird names. It's not Rock Ya-Sin because he was a Colt.
Defensive back, right?
Specifically a corner.
Okay. For some reason I was thinking defensive end and I was going to say Al-Quadin Mohammed. It's not Rasul Douglas. He was an Eagle at the start. It's a corner.
You guys ready?
Sebastian St. Just, is it?
No.
You picked a good one.
I
Yeah,
did.
who is
I
this?
did.
Yeah.
His name is Corn Elder.
I would not have gotten there.
I may have heard that name once, but I would have never guessed it.
He was a round 5 pick in 2017.
Yeah, no, I definitely would not have gotten there. That was not gonna happen.
Okay, I'll do my second player here. This guy is a defensive player. He came out of the college might give it away. Came from a really small school. That's what you need to know. He was a Falcon, a Dolphin, and a Buck, and had some time in NFL Europe as well.
Oh, this is an old player.
Yeah, this is an older player. He's been retired since 2018.
Oh, Cameron Wake?
No.
No, that's not right. What teams did you say again?
He was a Falcon, a Dolphin, and a Buck.
Falcon, Dolphin. Oh, I know, but I want to give John a bit more time to see if he can figure it out. I know who it is now. The college would be a dead giveaway.
What year did he retire?
2018. And his career started in 2006.
I got nothing.
You
Go
got
ahead,
nothing?
Mac.
It's Brett
No.
Grimes.
Mac? Yes. Name you haven't heard in a long time.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
One of the most underrated corners of the 2010s.
It's because he was only 5'10" and he had that insane clip of picking off a ball thrown to Calvin Johnson. That was nuts.
Oh yeah, that was all over like Sports Illustrated magazines when those were a
Mhm.
thing. I'm sure they're still a thing, but you know what I mean.
Okay, Mac, who's your second guy?
All right. Another undrafted player, I'm now learning. To the Denver Broncos. This is an offensive player. He spent 1 year in Denver. You're not going to remember him there. You also wouldn't remember him being on the Jets and the Giants the following year. Then he spent some time on the practice squad for the Titans in 2018, along with the Giants, before going back to the Titans the same year, and he stayed there until the end of 2020. There's maybe a little bit of memory of him there. But the most memory you will have is of him since he's been on the Detroit Lions since 2021.
And is this a defensive player?
Offensive.
Offense.
You wouldn't think of him as a true offensive player, though.
So like a Swiss Army knife?
In a way, if I say specifically what, I think that'll give it away a bit too much. But you could use him as a gadget player per se.
Is he listed as a skill position player?
Yes.
Okay.
His technical position is wide receiver.
Okay.
Where did he start out?
He started in Denver, but I couldn't tell you anything about him until he got to Detroit.
And he started his career what year?
2016.
Oh, wow. So he's been around for a while.
He just wasn't prominent until he got to Detroit by doing what he does. Which he might have been named an all... Yeah, he was named a second team All-Pro twice for said accolade.
Okay, so if he's I would know if he was given all pro for being a receiver, so that tells me he's a kick returner.
There you go.
Okay. What college do you know?
He went to Holy Cross.
That does not help at all.
There's a reason he was undrafted.
I was hoping something like okay, that's fair. He's still on. Hold on, I'm running a Lions franchise on Madden right now. Let me think. Fuck. What's his name? What's his name? Hold on. Do you have it, Aaron?
No.
No. Is it? Ah, I know he's got a really weird first name. Well, it's not weird. It's just spelt weird. Khalif Raymond?
Yeah.
Let's go. He's
Nice.
he's he's gotten me 6 returns for touchdowns this year. Or this yeah.
Yeah, what difficulty you playing
I didn't
at?
realize Khalif Raymond was that old.
I don't want to talk about that. I go Madden is my safe space, okay?
I didn't know he was playing that long either. Because I didn't know he was a player until he went to Detroit. I'd
Yeah,
never
he was
heard of him.
completely
Didn't do
irrelevant
anything.
until Detroit.
Because what was the most he had? 187 yards in 2020 with the Titans. And then he came to Detroit, 576, 616, 489, and then he started to go down after Jamison Williams got there and they got Isaac Tesla.
Yeah, dang, that's a pretty good poll.
My original
John, who's your last
That
guy?
was good.
My
That
original
was
second
good.
guy was Josh Gordon, but if I said second round of the supplemental draft, I think that would have given it away right then and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there's only like a handful of corners that went from Carolina to
Not Norman. Gordon,
Gordon. Oh, okay. My
the
bad. My
wide
bad. My
receiver.
bad.
Flash Gordon. What could have been?
Mm.
All right. What do you got, John? What's your last guy?
Okay, so this man went to college in Georgia. All right. He was drafted way before our time in 1992,
Ooh,
I
you
want to
went into
say.
the archives for this one.
I did. I remember playing with this guy on NFL Quarterback Club 2000 on the Nintendo 64. Had one of the meanest stiff arms in the game. Also because it was the only quarterback or running back with a stiff arm animation. Anyways, uh, he played for the Cardinals for 3 years, then went to Cincinnati in 1996 for 1 year, went to the 49ers from 97 all the way to 2003, and then retired in 2004 as a Denver Bronco.
Man, who's this?
He had 4,000-yard seasons.
Is this Jeff Garcia?
No, it's not. That's a great
No,
guess,
running
though.
back.
That's a really good guess.
Oh, it's a running back.
Yeah,
Oh, 1,000 yard seasons. Okay.
for 1,000. Did I say?
You said 4,000 yard seasons, but in my
Oh,
head it didn't
for
register as four
okay.
separate 1,000 yards.
I don't know. That would be
Man, who would this
terrifying.
be?
I can barely tell
Because
you
it would have
people
been
from the beginning of the
Frank Gore's
2000s.
predecessor.
Where was he most prominent?
San Francisco for sure. He had 2,000-yard seasons in 97 and 98.
Basically, who was the lead back in San Francisco before Frank Gore got there?
Exactly.
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Do I actually have you stomped?
You do. You do. I
Oh,
got
let me
nothing.
savor this. This will never happen again.
There's not many players you could do this kind of game with.
It's not Roger Craig.
He was way before that.
Yeah, because he was part of the 80s team. And he was drafted to where in 92?
His stat says PHO. I have no idea what that means. In 90. Hold on. Let me help you guys out. I had to catch myself. I talk when I type. Okay. He was drafted by the Phoenix Cardinals.
Oh, they were called Phoenix back then, not
Mhm.
Arizona.
In the 93 NFL draft. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay. Man, why couldn't you say a quarterback drafted by Arizona back then? That's Jake Plummer.
If I give you one more, it'll give it away. If you paid attention to the
Try
I
me.
can't say too much. He was recently inducted in the either the hold on, let me make sure this is correct.
Came out of Georgia to the Cardinals.
Oh, he was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame as part of the 2026 class.
I don't pay attention to that.
Well,
I just know that all the Boise State fans are pissed that Kellen Moore keeps not getting voted in.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Garrison Hurst.
Who is
Oh, oh, dude, he was a stud there
He was a
for the
problem.
late Niners dynasty.
that? Yeah, I
He
have
he put my Chargers to sleep.
no idea.
Dang it. No, I thought Garrison Hurst had played for part of his time as a Falcon, but that's wrong. He was a beast, though.
He was a problem.
Dang it.
Yeah, he was
That was a
solid
good
in
one, John.
college. And then right there. You missed 2 years due to injury, coming off of a 1,500-yard season, and then just casually run for another 12.
Yeah, he was an issue.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah,
good back if
if
you can do that.
I was really worried that me saying he missed 2 years because of injury was gonna go, oh, I know him, but
Yeah,
That wouldn't have been it.
I had absolutely nothing. But I don't feel as
Yeah,
bad
I
about
remember
that as I
seeing
do
old
about
Niners clips and Garrison Hurst just mowing down guys.
I don't feel as bad about that as I do about Aaron getting me that good with Robert Quinn. Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Oh, that was a sad day for me.
I gave you every possible hint.
You did everything but his name. And I still couldn't get it. I'm still disappointed in myself for not getting that. I'm pissed.
Oh man. Well, I think that's a wrap for the programming we had planned.
Yeah,
yeah,
that went nice and smooth.
that was actually a lot smoother than I thought it was gonna be. I'm not gonna lie.
And this is the first time we've had John on the pod and not have a technical issue.
Yeah. Super nice.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks,
It's good to have you
guys.
on the show, John, as a full-time member now.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I apologize if you can hear that. I promise my window's closed.
I didn't hear anything.
Hey, I sound like
Oh.
RFK. I think all the viewers are going to be focused on that.
I hope they focus on that and not how many times I got distracted and like dropped the thing I was fidgeting with.
I think they're all going to focus on me sounding like this.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor real quick? Do me a favor?
Yes.
Say strike me down.
Strike me down. Take your weapon. Strike me down, and your journey to the dark side will be complete.
Let's go.
Ah, that's beautiful. All right, anyone got anything to plug before we call it?
Um
Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe.
That's cringe. That's cringe.
Not really. I mean, I don't really have anything.
For those of you who stuck around to this point in the episode, thank you so much. We love you. And we hope
Absolutely.
you follow us on our football journey going into not only the off season, but the main season as well.
We're just
Yes.
amateurs. Please don't take our word as like we're professionals. We're not Colin Cowherd. We're not Dan Patrick. We're not Jim Nance. We're
not even
amateurs.
Chris Collinsworth.
Okay.
I wouldn't call Chris Collinsworth a professional.
Give
Come on.
ourselves some credit there.
My bad. That was a little too low.
that was like,
we're all college.
That was so funny. He said, "Oh yeah, Drake May's making the right read," and then he throws a pick the very next play. And my dad and I were watching. My dad goes, "Did he read that, Chris? Did he read that?"
That was great.
That was a good time.
All right. Well, I hope you guys all have a good night. We are the Backseat coaches. Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. I'll get better at these intros, I swear, or these outros, I swear.
Yeah, the problem Aaron and I had before was we couldn't get an outro, but we're still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned, everybody. We love you. Peace out.
Peace out.